बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। Devotees, this whole class comes together, close our eyes and bow our heads. Meditate on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, the spiritual Master, as we seek their blessings, their guidance and protection. Ajnanatimirandhasya Janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Barhapidam Natavarvatu Karnayo Karnikaram Vibhradvasah Kanakakapisham Vaijayanti Chamala Randhranenu Radhar Sudhaya Purayan Gopavrinday Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishagita Kirti Namah Kamalana Bhaya Namah Kamalamaline Namah Kamalpada Namaste Kamalekshana Yo Brahmana Birdhati Purvam Yo Vedanashta Pravinoti Tasmai Tadhvam Hadevamata Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। आदरणीय पूजनीय पंडित जी, अन्य पंडित, प्रिय सज्जनों, प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, most worshipful Panditji and Pandits, devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam and humblest appreciations to all of you. It's a great pleasure to be back in Trinidad and at the Fireburn Mandir in Freeport. I also want to thank Bhakti TV, Navdha Bhakti, and the Satyananda Maharaj and his team for carrying this program live tonight also. So many souls can benefit to all those who are looking on Bhakti TV. Special Radhe Radhe and pranam to all of you also. And tonight we start off the first night in Divine Satsang. And before we do that, we'll sing beautiful bhajan, Divine Pad composition, written by Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, who is the fifth and original, only the fifth and original Jagat Guru and also topmost Jagat Guru. From this divine book, Prema's Nadira, this divine composition, devotee saying to Shri Krishna, Hey Shri Krishna, please look upon me as yours always, please make me your own. And begging and praying to you. If I become yours, to every moment, I'll take your name, your divine name on my tongue by meditating on it. I'll be doing about your bhakti. So please do come in my heart. But I don't want you to come alone. I want you to come with Radharani, who is your inseparable other form. With arms around each other, Gal Bahiyai, come and reside in my heart. You and Radharani with arms around each other. In that way, I have a very special feeling, special bhav. When you're in my heart, I will create the most beautiful swing. The most beautiful swing. Decorated in the most beautiful way with silken ropes, silken cords. And decorated in the most beautiful way. And very slowly, I'm going to swing, rock that swing with you and Radharani sitting in my heart. I want to give a gift to you, having come in my heart. I'm so thankful. What's the most precious thing I have? The most valuable thing are my tears. With garlands of my tears, shedded tears from both eyes, they make a garland. I'll be garlanding both you and Radharani in my heart. In this way I'll make you mine forever. The last line is said, Kripalu Mahaprabhu says to Shri Krishna, Hey Lord, Hey Shri Krishna, Hey Radharani. I don't know how, but however you can, please make this dream of mine come true. This is beautiful, divine pleasure. Upper page 22 in the books. Apna rakna mere dhan shan apna. Oh Now, try to be very attentive and listen very carefully. Bahut savdhan. Last time I came here, when we discussed that in the path of knowing God, attaining true happiness, the ultimate aim of life, we all want only happiness, being a fraction of happiness, part of happiness. We saw in the Vedas, etc., that the name for Sri Krishna in the scriptures is Anand, Sukh, Ras, which means bliss, happiness. And being eternal fractions of Sri Krishna, it's our nature to want only happiness. How are we going to attain it? We saw there are many paths. Ultimately, there is only one path, which is bhakti. Bhakti, the path of loving God, serving God. The other paths, Jnana, Yoga, Karma, they give something. They all give something, but when it comes to attaining God, whether we want to see Him, His divine form, whether we want to attain His divine knowledge, whether we want, as the Jnanis, to merge into His formless aspect, to attain His divine bliss, divine happiness, whatever we want, only one thing, bhakti. Shri Krishna makes this very clear in Gita. Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya ahamevam vidhorjuna gyatum drashtum cha tattvena praveshtum cha parantapaha. Chapter 11, verse 54, Gita. Shri Krishna says, whether one wants to attain my divine knowledge, to know me, Gyatum. One wants to see me, my divine form, Drashtum. One wants to merge into me, my formless aspect, Praveshtum. Whatever. Only one path, Ananya Bhakti, Bhaktya Tvananyaya, exclusive love for Shri Krishna alone. Now, so we have to do bhakti. Now, how many kinds of bhakti are there? There are many, many kinds. It's told in Bhagavad, Mahapuran, etc. 9 types, 10 types, 24 types, 36 types, many types of bhakti. Most famous, सबसे प्रसिद्ध है Navdha Bhakti. Most famous is Navdha Bhakti, ninefold devotion. In the 7th canto of Bhagavad Mahapuran, beautiful katha of a great devotee of Sri Krishna, Prahlad Maharaj. His father, very great Rakshas, Hiranyakashipu, had taken the oath to kill God. He got so angry with God, he wanted to kill Bhagwan. So he did tapasya for thousands and thousands of years. No food, no water, no air. Standing on one toe, the big toe of his feet, one toe, and hands are raised, thousands and thousands of years. So great, the fire of his tapasya started burning in all the three worlds. Brahma came. All the gods went to Brahma and said, do something. All the devatas, celestial gods. Brahma, the creator, became sprinkles of water from his kamandalu on Hiranyakashipu. His body had become only bones. Termites had eaten his body. Thousands and thousands of years. Again he became very young and handsome and very powerful. Brahma said, Beta, Baram Bruhi, my son asked me for a boon. So he put his hands together and said to Brahma, Na tarvahi divanakta manesmad picha yudhai na bhumau namare mrittu na naire na vigailapi. Grant me the boon. If you so desire to give me something, that I should die neither indoors nor outdoors. Nantar bahi divanakta. Nor by any weapon created by man or devata, anyone. No one should be able to defeat me in war, whether it's a human being, a celestial being, animal. Na bhumau na parevu, neither on the earth nor in the sky, neither in the day nor in the night. It belongs. Of course, eventually he met his end. Bhagwan came as Nrsimha Bhagwan. Anyhow, having returned to his palace, he was told that he had a son. While he was doing tapasya, Indra, the king of heaven, the king of the devatas, decided to attack the kingdom of Hiranyakashipu, since he wasn't there, and destroy everyone. And he also caught hold of the wife of Hiranyakashipu, who was pregnant, taken her with him, the intention to kill her, destroy the fetus that was in the womb. On the way, Naraji stopped him and said, Bhaiya, what are you doing? Oh, this is the wife of Hiranyakashipu, and she is pregnant with child. So, if Hiranyakashipu is so powerful, this child. Naraji said to Indra, look, Indra, you cannot touch that child. He's a great devotee of Bhagwan. Give that wife of Hiranyakashipu to me. Kayadu. So he took Kayadu with him to his ashram. And there, Kayadu started performing various type of seva. Of course, Naraji's ashram, he would be given divine discourses on Bhagwan. Kayadu being a Rakshasi, nothing went into her. Knowledge needs a vessel, divine knowledge. There's no vessel, it cannot go inside. That's why when people hear divine discourses, some get irritated, bored. They don't want to hear. And some get so much bliss that they wish that Bhakta, that orator, will talk for the whole night. It all has to do with the vessel, the container. How much purity there is, more knowledge goes in, more bliss, more enjoyment. And how much impure, dirty it is, more one cannot listen, or it has no effect. Or the opposite effect. Person will even get angry. So, nothing went into Kayadu, but Prahlad, who was in the womb, invited everything, heard everything. He made Naraji his guru in the womb. He took all the divine knowledge. It's very important, that's a lesson here also. When women are pregnant, the environment you keep is very important. That has an effect on the child in the womb. Whatever environment you keep, an environment of drinking and partying, and then you wonder why the child came out like that. All the child wants is to drink and smoke and party, but that's what you would do. You were in the environment long ago, Hindu women, when they became pregnant, they will read Ramayana and listen to Ramayana and Gita, etc., and chant the name of the Lord all the time, keeping themselves immersed in thoughts of Bhagavan. And this had an effect on the unborn child. So Prahlad took all knowledge in the womb itself. He made Naraji his guru. When Hiranyakashipu heard that he had a son, he was very happy. And Naraji brought the wife and the son and said, Hiranyakashipu, this is your son. I kept him for you safely until you came back. Hiranyakashipu said, thank you. Devarishi Naraji, he pranam to him. Even though he hated all the devotees of Bhagavan, he was given so much torture to them. He put Prahlad in his lap, smelled his hair and felt very happy and said, my son, who is the greatest in all the world? And he was expecting Prahlad to say, you my father. Prahlad said, my Lord, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. This got Hiranyakashipu so angry. He threw him from the lap. All the general in the army, etc., to kill this boy. And so they tried to kill him in many ways. This katha, you know, I'm not going into great detail. Throwing him from the top of a hill, or the highest mountain, throw him in fire, in a pit of deadly snake, cobra, all the snakes, wild elephant trampling him, all kinds of weapons, nothing was able to destroy him. Then he sent him to the Guru and asked for him to be changed, to change his thinking. The Guru tried, the same thing happened. When he was brought back, he again said Sri Krishna that this world has no happiness, nothing. He again told the Guru, take him again and do not bring him back until his philosophy is not changed. So again, this time, the sons of the Guru were the Guru of Prahlad. And they tried their best. They again brought back Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu put Prahlad to sit on his lap and said, my son, you have been, O long-lived one, you have been in the company of your great gurus for so long, you have acquired great knowledge. Tell me the best of all the knowledge you have attained. 7th canto, 3rd chapter, 22nd verse. 5th chapter, 7th canto, 5th chapter, 22nd verse. When this question was asked, Prahlad replied and said, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmani, Vedanam. 7th Canto, 5th chapter, 23rd verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Prahlad said, my father, worshipping the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna in these ninefold ways, I consider to be the highest knowledge, the greatest knowledge. Of course, this again made Hiranyakashipu, because he didn't have the right vessel, he got angry. This was about his enemy. A lot of people hate God, they don't want to even hear the name of God. Rakshasi in nature. Tamasic. Demonic. But this has become famously known as Navdha Bhakti. This is being taught by Prahlad to Hiranya, his father. Shravanam, listening. Not listening to anything. Listen to the divine knowledge, divine discourse of Bhagavan, divine qualities, etc. Who we should listen? We'll hear as we go along. From whom? So Shravanam, Kirtanam, chanting the divine qualities, the divine name, divine pastimes, as we chanted in the beginning of Bhagavan, of the Lord. Kirtanam. Smaranam, lovingly meditating. And the word smaran means to remember. To remember. To think about, lovingly meditating on the form, the qualities, etc. of Sri Krishna. Smarana. Pada Sevanam. Pad means lotus feet. Worshipping the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, or the saint who is Radha Krishna personified. Worshipping the lotus feet, serving, Sevanam. Archanam. Number 5. Worshipping an image of the Lord, murti, image, photo, etc. through puja, ritualistic worship, with devotion, with love. Vandanam, prostrating oneself with great humility to God, the saint who is God personified. 6. Number 6. Number 7 and 8. Dasya Sakhya. Das means servant. Sakhya means friends. These are two eternal relationships we have with God. Eternal. Realizing that eternal relationship, that we are the eternal servants of Sri Krishna, of God. Jivera Swarupahai Krishnera Nitya Das. The souls, Jiv, are eternal servants, Nitya Das, eternal servants of Sri Krishna. Our ultimate aim in life is to serve Sri Krishna. Servant serves. Sakhya. Sakhya means friend, mitra. Sakhaya. Dwas Varuna Savja Sakhaya Samanam Briksham Parikasva Jate Tayuranya Pipalam Swadat Nasnan Nanyo Abhijaka Shidi Shweta Sudaro Upanishad, chapter 4, verse 6. The Vedas are saying that the souls are eternal friends. So Sri Krishna is our eternal friend, Sakhaya. Atma Nivedanam. Number 9. Sarva Samarpan. Surrendering everything on to Shri Krishna. Everything. Sarva Samarpan. Atma Nivedanam. And this is briefly, a very brief explanation of Navdha Bhakti is told by Prahlad to Hiranyakashipu. We all know in the Ramayana also, Bhagwan Shri Ram, when he was Shabari, he also outlined Navdha Bhakti. Navdha Bhakti kahamu paari savdhanas haruman vaari Jai Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram met Shabari, that illiterate forest dweller, one who belonged to the forest dwellers, people who live in the forest, wild people, what you would call wild people. There was no etiquette, no sabhyata, no training. Shabari had great love for the Guru, great faith in Bhagwan. That's all she had. She didn't have any training, any formal training, any mantra, didn't know any mantra, anything. Plus, bharosa, shraddha, all just faith, love. When the Guru was leaving, he said to her, Matangrishi, I am going now, Shabari, but you wait. You just wait. When one meets a true saint, a true Guru, and realizes who the Guru is, that Guru is everything for that individual. Mother, father, teacher, everything, every relation. When such a Guru, if it so happens that the Guru is leaving before that follower, disciple, it becomes extremely difficult. That person wants to die also. They also want to die. This was the condition. For Shabari, Gurudeva Tatma, Bhagavad Mahapuran, the 9 Yogeshwars are saying to Videhanini, one should love the Guru like one soul, great, more dearer than even the soul, Atma, ourselves. So we have to love that Guru, the true Guru. And someone like that is leaving. You want to die also. The Guru said, no, you wait here. I'm blessing you. The Lord will come. He will descend as Sri Ram and He will come to bless you. So Bhagwan came while he was in banishment during the 14 years. Left the ashrams of many great yogi, rishi, muni and came to the home of Shabari. An illiterate, wild woman belonged to the Bill Jat, very low. Those people eat meat, drink alcohol, hunt, they are hunters, kill animals, etc. Of course, Shabari, this wasn't Shabari's nature. That's why she ran away. As a very little girl, and came to the ashram of the Guru. And he accepted her eventually. She would, in secretly, she would serve, do his seva, serve him. So, Bhagavan then is out, having come, you all know the Katha, Shabari is wandering now, seeing the Lord appear before her. And remember when the Guru had told her, she's wondering what to give her. Every day, she would keep looking at the path. Today the Lord will come, today the Lord will come. And of course, she didn't have anything great to offer to him. Remember, she's very poor, living in the forest, in a mud hut, straw hut. Didn't have things of life, air conditioning and all those things. Very poor. And very disheveled. People would scorn her, stay far away, they thought she's crazy. She would just keep chanting Ram, 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 and then suddenly she would look in the distance, Ram, and she would fall unconscious on the ground. A pagal or this pagal, crazy lady, they will say. The intensity of a separation while looking for the Lord was so much. Today, Ram, you have come today also. Tears flowed from the eyes. And she would go, she had some plum trees. There's a plum known as Bade. This is in Trinidad also. All over the world. When these plums are ripe, they look yellow. But even though they are ripe, which one is sweet and which one is sour, you can't know. It's a type of plum like that. You have to taste it to know which is the sweet one. It can look very ripe and be very sour. Okay. Somebody used to go and pick, and the one she found sweet, by tasting them, she had to taste them. She would keep in the basket. Every day. She would put flowers in the bath, she would keep it clean. She would break the petals of the flower and strew them on the bath. She wanted the Lord to be, that was her best way. देखो भगवान भावना देखते हैं. Bhagavan looks at our feeling, the love. He doesn't look to see if you have put the most expensive thing or you have cooked the most expensive food. How much money did you spend on making the prasad, on cooking the food, on doing the puja? No, वो नहीं देखते हैं. How much love you did it with. कितने प्रेम से किया आपने. वही देखते हैं. Bhagavan knows, he's sitting in the heart of Shivadi, how much love she's put in these flower petals, how much love she's picking these fruits. Friends, बस देखते हैं. छप्पन भोग, you all know what happened. Duryodhan, the wicked fellow, Duryodhan, was a king of Hastinapur. He was a king. And once he had 56 types of the best thing prepared. It's called Chappan Bhog. Famously, 56 types of the best. He's a king. And he said, "Hey Krishna, come and eat. Yaha aake khao. I'm inviting you to eat." With an arrogance. But Bhagavan said, "No, I'm not hungry, I'm not starving. ऐसा नहीं खाता, I don't eat like that." Bhagavan went to the home of Vidur. Vidur was also a devotee. He was a devotee of Bhagwan, so he went to the home of Vidur. He knocked on the door. Vidur was there, but the wife was there, Vidurani. But she was taking a bath in the bathroom. Right? So the Lord is knocking. So Vidurani said, "Who is there? Kaun hai?" Krishna is here. Krishna. Vidurani, she forgot she was bathing, all drenched in water, half clothed. She ran out just as she was from the bathroom. Didn't think, ran out, opened the door, see Krishna standing there. She brought him inside, put him to sit. Our sochne lagi, kya do? She's thinking what to give to him. My Lord, who is dear to me, that my heart is here. So she had some ripe banana, kela, pakka kela, pakke hui. She thought, I'll give him this ripe banana. So she took a ripe banana and she's peeling. And she's looking at Sri Krishna. Tears are flowing from the eyes. It's blurry because so much tear. And in that love, she's so absorbed in looking at him that while she's peeling the banana, she throws away the part that you eat. And she gives Sri Krishna the chilka, the banana peel. And Sri Krishna started to eat. Khane lage. The same time while Sri Krishna is eating the banana peel given to him by Vidurani with all so much love, Vidur comes. Oh, his wife is soaking with water, half clothed, and the Lord is eating a banana peel. Hey Bhagwan, pagal ho gaye ye aurat, hamari stri. Vidur is thinking, oh my God, my wife is gone full man, half man, full man. He grabs the banana peel, throws it away, he throws it away. Tells the wife, go and dry yourself and change. And he says to Sri Krishna, Baithiye, Prabhu, Baithiye, my Lord, please remain sitting. Ab main kuch bana ke dunga, I'm going to cook something, will you eat? Sri Krishna said, yes. Bhook lag rahi bhai, I'm hungry. Vidur is devotee. So Vidur went and made saag. When you cook leaf, any kind of leaf vegetable is called saag. So he made saag and some roti, chapati. And he brought a very simple fare. Very simple, put, saag and roti, some leaf vegetable and some bread. And he gave Bhagwan. And Bhagwan is eating. Vidur is a devotee. He will eat from devotee. This he says. He doesn't ask for a very expensive thing. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toya. Bhagwan doesn't ask for a very expensive thing. That you have to make the best food that I'm going to eat. The most expensive. What does Bhagwan ask for? Patram. Give me some leaf. Any kind of leaf. Neem leaf. Mango leaf? No. Jo bhi patta hai leaf, give any leaf. Pushpam, flower, any flower. Phalam, fruit, any fruit. Whatever fruit you have, you don't have leaf, don't have flower, don't have fruit, toya, a few drops of water. But you may bhaktya prayakshati, but give it with love. I will eat. Chapter 9 verse 26. I will eat, but if it is given with love only, you can give the simplest fare. You can give the best thing in the world like Duryodhan. 56 type of the best, 108 type of the best, but there's no love, only acting. Bhagavan says, keep acting. You give the Vidurani. He said to Vidur. Vidur said, ask Bhagwan, kaise hai Prabhu, how is it? Vidur is very nice. Very nice. But I want to tell you something. Don't feel badly. Vidur said, okay. This is nice, Vidur, but you know, that banana peel that I was eating, that Vidurani gave to me and you threw it away, the sweetness I was getting in that banana peel, I can't find it in the sag and roti you give me. It's nice, but it's not so sweet. And you people have eaten banana, ripe banana. I'm sure nobody eats the banana peel, and by mistake, it is not sweet. So is Bhagwan lying? No. Bhagwan is eating the love of Vidurani. वो प्रेम खाते हैं. You know the bhajan? सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सगाई. The highest relation, the highest thing for God is prem, love. सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सगाई. Love. So Shabari has also tasted these plums. We don't eat and then give to Bhagwan. It's called jutha. You're making things to offer, prasad, etc. You don't eat some foods and then see, or if you cook in the food even to offer bhog. We offer bhog to Bhagwan also. So you don't cook to test the tarkari, the sabji, whether you put enough salt or etc. You know, if it's tasty, no, you don't. Shabari is tasted. So the Lord has come and she puts them to sit down, Rama Lakshmana. She's so happy. Worship the lotus feet. She can't believe her fortune. And now what to give to him? He's come to my very humble place. So she had those plums that she collected and she had tasted them. And the ones that she had found sweet, she kept and she gave those to Bhagwan, Sri Rama. And he's eaten it. And she's also given to Lakshman. And Lakshman is taking him and throwing him on the side. Looking at this lady, so disheveled, and she's tasted this thing. You know, like today we have COVID. That's what he didn't give you. Bhagwan knows, he says, Lakshman, itna mitha phal kabhi khaya nahi pure jeevan mein. Bhagwan is saying to Lakshman, these plums are so sweet, Lakshman, I've never eaten anything so sweet in my whole life. Whole life? How long is Bhagwan's life? Unlimited, beginningless. He must have eaten lots of things given by devotees with love. But he says, nothing is tasted as sweet. Even the Raj Bhog, when I went to Janakpur, they gave me all the best things and sweetest things, but nothing could compare to the sweetness Lakshmana I'm getting in these plums that have been tasted by Shiva. I'm not saying we should taste and give to Bhagwan. Only when you reach the stage of Shabari, we can do something like that. Right now, how we're doing is fine. Don't taste it first. Bhagwan is eating. He's tasted the love of Shabari, collected the fruits and offered it. So then he is related now this Navdha Bhakti. He says, Oh Shabari, I'm going to relate to you since you're such a great devotee of mine, I'm going to relate something very important to you, Shrimati. Navdha Bhakti for me, the ninefold devotions. Navdha Bhakti kaho tohi pai, savadhan. I told you in the beginning, savadhan. When we listen to katha, to divine discourse, we have to be extremely attentive, alert. There should not be carelessness. Or else it's going to go through one and come out the other one. People go, that's for entertainment. Sometimes people are sleeping. Katha is going on, spiritual discourse, and one person is having a good sleep. Or another one is talking to another one. Panditji, Babaji is talking and people are having their own katha. It's very, very bad. To talk, especially when it's come to divine discourse, to sleep, it is so dangerous. It says that when divine discourse is being given or the divine name of the Lord is being sung and you sleep, what happened? The next life, you're going to be born Ajgar. It was Ajgar, boa constrictor. Boa constrictor, it swallows the animal whole. It's not poisonous. So it wraps that animal or whatever, sometimes people do, little children, and squeezes the life out of them, and then slowly it swallows that creature. And then it remains there like that for 6 months. Doesn't have to eat again. We have to be very so. Savadhan, listen, suno. Savadhan, suno. Dharu man mani. While focusing your mind on me, you have to listen with the mind, not the ears. What is the ears for? There are two ways we can listen. One is listening with the ears, and one is listening with the mind. When we listen with the ear, it goes through one ear and come out the other one. When we listen with the mind, it stays. This is only a house, these sense organs, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, the skin. 5 sense organs. Shabd, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Shabd. Listening. What do we listen to? Sparsh, touching, feeling. The sense of touch and feeling. Rup, the sense of seeing. What we look at. Ras, the sense of tasting, speaking, etc. Gandha, the sense of smelling. But who actually smells, sees, hears, tastes and touches, etc.? It is the mind. All the senses are in the mind. This is only a house. Someone has beautiful ears, but they don't hear anything. Beautiful eyes, but they can't see. Because the sense has been destroyed. The sense of. So we have to listen very attentively, focus in the mind, join in the mind. Bhagavan is making it clear here. Savadhan sunu dharumanamani. Attach your mind to me, think about me, focus your mind on me, keep your mind firm while I'm speaking, while I'm going to tell you, because this is the highest knowledge, the best knowledge I'm going to give to you. Don't be careless. A lot of ways people listen. Once there was a katha, Bhagavat. In the village there was a Bhagavat going on. So there was a very rich guy, a shopkeeper, very rich. And he heard about the Bhagavad was going on, so he said to his son, you should go and listen to. With the hope that by going there he'll get some blessing and he'll get more money, he'll become rich like him also. So the son went and listened. And it so happened that night, the person who was doing the Bhagavad gave the katha of Harishchandra. Harishchandra. You know the katha of Harishchandra? That no matter what happened, he spoke the truth. Satyavad. And the thing about, if you speak false, what will happen, and you have to speak the truth. So that boy made up in his mind that from today I'll speak the truth. मैं सत्य ही बोलूंगा, कभी झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा. I'll speak only the truth. As a result of this, the store started suffering loss. So the father wondered what happened. Why is this? Why are we losing? So one day he hid and he looked at what was going on. When a customer would come to the store, and the person would order something, and the boy would say, "Look, my father paid $20 for this thing, and he's selling for $40. So but you take it for $20. That's what we paid for it." And then he would weigh something. There was the scale. An old scale, long ago scale, not the digital scale we have today. On one side you have the plate, you put things to weigh, and one side you put the weights. And he said to the customer, one customer, "Look, my father put a magnet here." He put a magnet and showed the guy, this magnet. That he was rubbing you. Every time he would weigh, he was rubbing you 4 ounces. Because of this magnet. So I'm giving you 4 ounces extra. The father said, "Hey, Bhagavan, how I'm going to make a profit? This boy is crazy." So when the customers left, he went and gave the boy one slap. "Gadha, you fool! Come clean!" Where did you learn all this nonsense? How am I going to do business? How am I going to get a profit? The son said, "Pitaji, father, you told me to go and listen to Katha." "Yes." So I went. And that night, the Katha Vachak, the person told the Katha of Harishchandra, and I made up my mind that I'll speak only the truth from now on. Damn. The father said, "You're such a fool. Look, there's a tarika. There's a way to listen to Katha. I've been listening to Katha my whole life. You only went one day and this happened to you. Ek tarika hai. There's a way to listen to Katha. Look, let me show you. When that person is given Katha, Panditji, Swamiji, Babaji, whoever, take something you have in the pocket, a rumal, a kerchief, a washcloth, or your shawl or something, and spread in front of you. Aise bichhao. Spread in front of you. And when that person starts speaking, let everything fall there. Samaja, don't let it come here, let it fall there. And when the katha is finished, the lecture is finished, the discourse is finished, before you get up, just shake it out there. In other words, do not take anything. That's how many people listen to discourse, spiritual discourse. They don't take anything. But Bhagavan is saying, no. Savadhan sunu dharman mani. Listen very alertly, very carefully, be alert, with your mind focused. Then you're going to get benefit. Otherwise, just having fun, entertainment. This is the way. So let's hear the first katha. प्रथम भगति संतन करे संगा, दूसरी रति The first bhakti is to associate with who? The saints. This is very important. Remember, Prahlad is saying Shravanam. First bhakti, Shravana bhakti. Listening. But whom should we listen from? Can we just listen to anybody? Who is going to give us true knowledge? Bhagavan Krishna tells us in Gita, Tad virapranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshati jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. Chapter 4, verse 34, Gita. Shri Krishna says to Arjuna, if you are so fortunate to meet that person who has two qualities, Jnaninaha plus Tattvadarshinaha. One is Jnaninaha, meaning he has knowledge of all the scriptures, all the Vedas, all the Puranas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, every scripture, complete knowledge. Plus he can remove our doubts just by associating with him. And even more important, he is Tattvadarshinaha. He is seeing God, attained God, the divine knowledge, divine bliss, divine vision. He is seeing God, attained God. If you are so fortunate to meet such an entity, the real Guru, Parikshalukan karmachitan brahmanu nirvedamayan nastya pitakatena tadvigyanartham sagurumeva bhigachet samitpani shrotriyam brahmanishtham. Mundak Upanishad. First Mundak, second and 12th mantra. The same thing the Vedas are telling us. We have to have a Guru who's going to give us true knowledge. But he has to be qualified. Two things he must have. Shrotriyam means he must have theoretical knowledge of all the scriptures, complete knowledge. Plus he is Brahmanishtham. He has practical experience of God. He has attained God, seen God. Same thing in Bhagavad Mahapurana. Prabhupada Maharaj, one of the 9 Yogeshwars, is saying to Videhanini, Tasmad Gurupapadeta Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam Shabde Parichinishnatam Brahman Upashamashayam. 11th canto, 3rd chapter, 21st verse, Bhagavad Mahapurana. If you have Jigyasu, a true longing to know, yearning to know about God. Not everybody wants to know. Then approach the true Guru. Take shelter in him, surrender to him. But he must be Shade Pare Chanishnatam plus Brahman Upashamashayam. He must have theoretical knowledge. He must have complete knowledge of all the Vedas, all the scriptures, plus he must have practical experience of God. He's attained God. Same thing Shri Krishna is saying in the Gita. Everywhere. Only such a person can give us knowledge, true knowledge. If you find such an entity, what to do? That very pranipatena, completely surrender to him, surrender the mind, intellect. Whatever he tells you, accept it with faith that this is alone is correct. Pariprashnena, you have doubts, question him, acquire true knowledge from him. Sevaya, serve him, knowing him to be God personified, serve him. Do seva. He will give you knowledge of God, true knowledge. Everywhere we are being told, in the Ramayana also. Vilo Satya Sangha Viveka na hoye. Vilo Satya Sangha Viveka na hoye. Ram Kripa Sulabhana Sohi Bolo. Jai Ram Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Guru Binu Bhavani Bhi Tarai Na Koi. Vidanchi Shankar Samahoi. Jai Ram Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Venu Satsang. Satsang. Sat means saint. Santana Sangha. Prathama Bhagat Satsang. Santana Kar Sangha. Satsang. This is the exact same thing. Without associating with a true saint, that is the satsang. Then you have satsang. One does not acquire true knowledge. And how are we going to get the association of a true saint? Ram Kripa Binu Suladhana Sohi. Only when God will shower His grace. Guru Binu Bhavanidhi Tarai Na Koi. Jao Viranchi Shankar Samhoi. Someone may be as powerful as Brahma. The Creator. Viranchi, a Shivji, the destroyer, but he will not be able to cross the ocean of Maya without the association of such a true Guru, true saint. Look, you cannot get knowledge by reading the scriptures. These are divine books. Someone may think, I don't need Guru, I can read Gita. Nowadays every book is in English. I don't even have to know Sanskrit. First to begin, who wrote the translation of that Gita? than Bhagavad. The way worldly people take a dictionary and translate. Lots of people making translation. How many people know what is in Gita, what is in Ramayana, what is in Bhagavad? How many saints are there? How many Tulsidas, Arjun? Who knows what's in Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavad? Ved. The knowledge in the scriptures are parokshavan. Bhagavan Krishna says to Uddhava, there's a deeper hidden knowledge. These are divine words. They have divine meaning. When we take our material intellect and try to read and understand the scripture, we will give a material meaning. Tulsidas tells us in the Ramayana, in the Bhagavad Rasik Rasik ki baat Rasik bina ko samujh sake na Bhagavad Rasik Rasik ki baat Rasik bina ko samujh sake रसिक की बातें रसिक बिना को समझ सके ना खग जाने खग ही कै भाखा. Tulsidas Maharaj is saying, just as a bird alone, bird alone can understand the language of another bird, so too, only a saint, a God-realized soul, a divine soul, can understand what is written by another divine entity. We read, we understand. It doesn't mean what you understand is correct. We understand that according to our temperament, we're governed by Maya, our mind, our intellect is material. We're going to give a material interpretation for divine words. Material mind, material intellect cannot understand divine words. When we read the scriptures on our own, Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Guru Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Guru Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Guru Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shruti Puran Bahu Karu Pai Chutahi Adhik Uljhai The great saint Tulsidas Maharaj says there's so much contradictions and complications in one scripture. That if we read them on our own, instead of our doubts and confusion becoming removed, clear, they will only become more confused, more doubtful. Why did Ram hide behind a tree and kill Bali? How come Parvati, who is Jagan Mata, Ambika, Mother of the Universe, could not recognize Ram? She tested him. I get confused totally. Ram, Supreme Lord, doesn't know where Sita is. He's asking birds and trees and bees. You get totally confused. And besides, in Sanatana Dharma especially, there are not only one and two scriptures, thousands and thousands. Shuddhir vibhinna smritayo vibhinna naiko munir yasya vaja praman. There are thousands and thousands, and every scripture is different. Chamata vimatana purana ekamata. Every scripture is different. Every scripture propounds its own view. What's going to happen? One is saying this one is Bhagwan, one is saying no, this one is Bhagwan. This Bhagwan is bigger, this one is... And you will become totally confused. You will commit nama prana, unpardonable sin. You will have doubts. And Shri Krishna says in Gita, Sanshayatma vinashyati. One doubt will come. Everything is destroyed. Who's going to clarify the doubt? This is where the true Guru comes. And that's why we associate with the saint. That's the first bhakti. First, the very first one Sri Ram is saying to Shabari, Pratham or Santan. Because this is where you're going to get the knowledge, and this is where you have to listen. You're going to get the true Shravana. And then what will happen? Rati will come. Dusari Rati. Mama Katha Prasanga. Love will come. Naturally, when we listen from the saint. You see, when a saint is talking, someone who has attained God, it is God Himself. When someone attains God realization, he stops doing everything. God now becomes the doer. Whatever he's writing, Bhagwan is writing. Whatever he's speaking, Bhagwan is speaking. Whatever, every action. This is why it says, Jo kare so hari kare. Whatever he's doing, Bhagwan is doing. Whatever. We have doubts, we don't doubt. He's a man, how can I believe this is Bhagwan? The scripture tells us that he is Bhagwan personified. He's not doing anything anymore, he cannot. Why do we worship Ramayana? If you taught some man who wrote this Ramayana, nobody would worship Ramayana, nobody would worship Bhagavad Mahapuran, nobody would worship Gita. We know that Tulsidas didn't write. That Sri Ram wrote through the pen of Tulsidas, Sri Ram wrote through the pen of Valmiki. No saint does anything. That this is Bhagwan's words itself. He himself is writing. That's why we have faith. And we worship it. And you should. When you have a Ramayana, Bhagavad, and all these things in your home, you have to be very careful. This represents Bhagwan himself. When we do an arti, why do we sing Ramayana arti? You're supposed to do arti for Ramayana at that time. Oh, nobody listens, they walk all over the place. I have no idea what they're supposed to do. You're singing Ramayana arti, you're walking all over the place with the arti. We are glorifying that Ramayana, bhaiya. You're supposed to go there and do arti for Ramayana. Do arti for Bhagavad when we're singing Bhagavad arti. Gita arti. Or at least Bhagavan. But we're walking all over the place. So then Rati. Rati means love, interest. So much love. Because this, when a saint is speaking, it is Bhagwan himself. Through his words flow divine bliss. All our doubts, which could not be removed even after uncountable lifetimes of reading and listening to the scriptures, could not be destroyed. Even after uncountable lifetimes are removed in no time at all through the words of a true saint, a true Guru. This is what happens when we listen to the true saint. Because Bhagwan himself is speaking. And so it has a more profound impression upon us than the words spoken by a person who just take a book and decide to do some research and give a lecture. Whatever comes in his head, whatever he understands. It's like a professor giving a lecture to a university or a class. Based on his logic, my logic. Doesn't mean that's what this book is saying. The divine words. This last makes it very clear. Only a saint can know, understand. That's why the Veda says, Acharyavan Purusho hi Ved. You want to know what's written in Ved? Don't go read by yourself. Go to the saint. Acharya means saint, one who's attained God. Let him tell you what is in Ved. Let him tell you what is in Gita, what is in Ramayana, what is in Bhagavad. Also just story, having fun, entertainment. जो गाल बजाते यही कल्लू जिसको happens in the Kallu. One who can boast and make a lot of noise and give a lot of joke, he is the best one. But we get entertained. Anyhow, so this Rati will come. But so much that you just want to hear again and again and again. You get bliss, you get actual bliss. You experience that bliss. This automatically happens when you get the Shravanam from a true saint. You listen to the divine philosophy, divine discourse. So, this is the first and second. And as I said, this is a bhakti. We're going to hear more about this in upcoming lectures. We're hearing this is enough for tonight. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki, Radha Rani ki, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri